Hello, everyone. This is Daniel, and I'm going to be talking to you about who are Jesus's chosen elect. Anyway, first off, I'm going to tell you that these people have absolute control over events from their own spirit. It's not just saying bad words or just saying kind words to each other to help build or tear people down. It's those who have the faith to move mountains. Now, they may not literally move mountains because they want to, because they don't want to, but they basically have the ability to cause earthquakes through God. I mean, they are the ones that have the ability to tell God to create a hurricane, and He does it. Same with earthquakes, and same with fires, and same with every other natural event like hailstone, tornadoes, and all that. It's easy for them to create tornadoes through their own faith, their own ability through faith. The tornadoes are very easy. Hailstones are very easy, but hurricanes, if you know of anyone that has told a hurricane to come and it has come, know that they have faith of God and that they are God's chosen. If you know that the person has caused a weather event that is big on their local location or national news, know that they're chosen of God. Now, they don't want to do it, but God tells them, okay, what do you want to do? Uh-oh. And basically, hello? Oh, hold on. That wasn't so bad, now was it? Basically, it's those people who have the ability to cause hurricanes. Not just that. I mean, what was I anyway? But if you know of that person that can cause that kind of thing, know that they are of God. But the funny thing is, they don't really want to do that. They do that when God says, "What do you want to do?" That's God just saying, "I want to do something about certain people," and they'll just tell the person, "What do you want to do about this situation?" And that person will let them know, "Okay, then I'll do this." And if it's not appropriate for that time or appropriate for whatever reason, he'll say, "Okay, what else do you want to do, or where else do you want to put it? What do you want to put certain things?" I mean, about the earthquake, the 10.3 magnitude earthquake. I mean, it's not going to be put in any place particular that's going to be, let's say, devastating to the human. It's going to be known about, but not devastating. The only devastating about that earthquake is that's going to shift in another plate, and that plate is going to be an 8.6 magnitude earthquake in San Francisco, and there's going to be an aftershock in LA. That's going to be like, I don't know, like 7.3, maybe 7.2. So it's not going to be like, I mean, all I'm just saying is that through our spirit, we have enough power through words, and with faith, we can control just about anything we want. Now, just letting you know, we also know about certain things like, okay, we know that there's water above Earth. There's water to separate the Earth and the heavens. All right. Just letting you know. And this is off topic, I know, but this is very important. Now, it's a good thing I actually had the stream because I want you to know. Well, it's a little late for well. I really want you to know that what you should do. I mean, it's subtle, but it is a good enough indication that you will have to live with. I mean, there's a door on the left of where you come out of. The universe is high like this. It's like a container like this. It's literally the water is separated. It's like a very thin atmosphere of water. The Earth has a thin atmosphere of water. Space used to be a water, but it's now separated by both ends. And basically, those waters are really familiar and small. Now that they are. Now on both ends, there's water. But out of the water, you have to look at the door and say, which way is God? Which way did I go? If you're going out the direction you're going out of, it's going towards God. So if you look back towards the space, do not go left. I am begging you, do not go left. Because you don't know what's going to happen if you go left. Because looking towards space, like, there's space this way. Like, this screen is space. And you're going towards me. I don't know how to describe it, but if I'm towards space, and this is me, and I'm space, go this way. Do not go left. If I'm space, go this way. Because God's facing past space. It's, this is space, go right. Because God is facing the other way. Past, yeah, okay. Because right now, how you can tell you're going to be redeemed is that you have the power to shut the doors of hell, and that you're able to basically go to God's door and be chosen. That's just a symbolic way of saying, okay, this is how it's going to be. So, let me tell you something. How can you tell that person is elect and chosen of God and that they go to the right door? Let me tell you. These people are kind and loving. These people are loving, and they don't want to hurt people's feelings, nor do they want to hurt people's feelings that are truly of God, especially those who are truly of God. And they are, they love, they love everyone like they love themselves. And I have a thing with myself. If I like the cold weather, then you like the cold weather too, right? Well, if you're pregnant, and if you're in the cold weather, you ought to be saved. That's what I believe. So, I instinctively knew that someone's going to be able to get in. And I decided, well, the sleep problem is going to be fixed somehow. But how is it going to be fixed? But anyway, the short story is, I knew it wasn't going to kill him, and he was going to survive. But on the other hand, I wanted him to I wanted to apologize to him because I knew that he felt bad. I don't want to do that again. Now, who leaves themselves locked outside of their house? Not often. So it's like you entering the house, but you forgot your keys. What do? Call a locksmith, even in the winter. Now, if someone was sleeping at the house and they had an emergency, you better call 911. And the door will be busted open and you'll have to deal with that. My opinion is you gotta be love. You gotta be loving, but you gotta be tough towards yourself and loving towards others when that comes to that situation. In my opinion, tough love is happening. It has to happen as well, but mainly, I love you guys. I don't want to lose people, but I want to keep people, but I also don't want to keep people who are hateful. I don't like hateful people. I don't like it when they despise other people that are true in faith. But I tell them I care about you. But if you keep on hating towards people, you gotta leave the true Christian alone. So love is the number one thing that we have. And I believe that if you're loving towards the world and you don't care about the people that are truly Christ's, you gotta remember that these people are mostly the ones persecuted. And I want to give them a break over here. On the other hand, I don't mind if they go after me, but I do mind if they go after people of true faith. Now, obviously there's correction. There's correction towards those who don't know any better. But if they're just saying, oh, kind of things that they don't understand. I mean, there's correction, and then there's correction of things that they don't understand. Now, they say that Emmanuel Macron is a beast. I just say he's part of the Antichrist system. And I believe that Obama and Donald Trump are part of the Antichrist system. Some of his people are part of God's system. But I believe that Donald Trump has part of Israel under his belt that should not be part of his belt. I mean, he's messing with Israel. A lot of the presidents have been messing with Israel. George Bush, Barack Obama, and even Donald Trump. Yes. But they will be taken care of. On the other hand, if people really believe in really loving each other and not taking borders that they shouldn't take, on the other hand, and just saying, I will not do anything with the borders in Israel, I'm just going to leave them be, because they're a permanent marker in God's eyes. Those borders are to be not messed with. Those borders are not to be messed with because God is the one to be truly. God is truly the one to be. He's not to be messed with. He's the one to really worship and obey. Now that's just saying that you should love God with all your heart and guard that. Because if you're really having communication with Him and always thinking about Him and also always having Him on your mind, then that's loving God. That's knowing God with all your heart. But then loving God with all your heart is just saying having communication with Him and always having true light with Him and always communicating with Him like He's your best friend and that He is above everyone else on earth, that no one else takes His place but Him. He is the I am that I am. He is the one that is. He is the one that is 100% loved. Now, loving everyone like you love yourself. I mean, I don't truly love myself as much as I should, but then there's loving everyone as you love yourself. I mean, there's this saying that if you really love yourself but you don't love others, then who are you to yourself? But if you love others but you don't love yourself, what about your own sacrifice towards everyone else? That doesn't matter if you don't love yourself. So you have to equally love yourself as well as others. That is the one commandment that God had for everyone. It's to love God. It's to love. It's to love yourself as much as you love everyone else. Now, I don't always watch my videos because I just like them as numbers, and I just don't really listen to myself that much. But then I listen to everyone else because I know that people will watch my videos. I just want to see what counts on my video and what counts on your part seeing it. I'm just a person preaching to you. I just want, as much as I love myself, I'm giving myself a treat for you coming and listening to the message. And that's not of me, that's of God. But then to have God on number one on your priority and loving Him is to preach His message towards you guys. And He gives you His message, you love Him, and you give His message to everyone else that much you love everyone, that you love yourself as much as you love everyone else, that they get the message and be happy about it. I want you guys to be happy. You are beautiful inside. You're truly awesome. And those that are, hateful, you don't have to be hateful. Because bitter words, instead of saying bitter words, say positive words. Because positive words and nice, very beautiful and kind words will give you a really beautiful lifetime. Beautiful words give an abundance of awesome life. It gives you straight A's. It gives you a healthy body. It gives you wonderful things in your life. And honestly, because of Brenton, and this is to me, I've been saying kind words to you. I've been smart in some areas and then not able to do certain things on the other areas. Because of Brenton, because of the internet, I have been half passing and half failing because Brenton gave me hateful words. And he once said, of course, I want you to put a plastic bag over your head and all that, mean words like that. But the funny thing is, I'm not going to keep on remembering that. I'm going to keep on remembering the beautiful parts of him. He loves his family. He loves his family so much that even though his nephew is autistic, he'll still love him. He cares for everyone in his family. He's a family guy. That way he's loving. And honestly, instead of giving mean words, why don't you say nice words? For that will edify your life. Loving your life, and loving everyone else, and giving kind words to everyone, and being around people that are filled with kind words, you'll be a beautiful person. You'll be a very smart person. You'll be everything amazing. Let me tell you something. Words have absolute power. Words have extreme amount of power. Why? I mean, you cannot control your tongue. I know that for a fact. But really, God can control your tongue. Because that's His power. He controls everyone's tongues He wishes to control. Now, that we all have power through our tongue. Our tongue has absolute power. It is to have loving words, kind words, peaceful words. And obviously, with our loving words, we gotta love each other. Because the world hates everyone that is not, you know, if everyone is gonna be taking their place of, let's say, paradise, if they are stealing their place of paradise, they'll hate you for it. But not because they just hate you for it, because they've been chosen by the devil, because the devil made them hate you, because he hates God, and he hates God's creation, and he hates everyone that's God's, and he hates every creation that is created by God. That's the devil. He wants to destroy everyone, and he's a very lonely devil. He is very messed up, and he is most evil. Sorry, but we gotta be loving and kind. We gotta curse the devil and sin, and his demons. 3 things to curse. That's right. But we gotta bless ourselves, especially food to our bodies, and especially God and his angels. Bless everything that is kind. Even bless your surrounding and animals. And the last one you should bless is the living trees. Because if you curse a living tree, that means one day that tree will fall down, and I don't know what will happen. Basically, you don't know where the tree is going to fall down, because Jesus cursed a tree. It produced no more fruit. It withered and died. That's what happens when you curse trees. Because, guys, loving words will do wonderful things. Because it will do wonderful things to whoever is with those words. Because I love kind words. Kind words are so beautiful. You gotta love and pray to God because you are a spirit. Because hateful words destroy and beautiful words build up. Remember, love is true. Love is kind. Love is the very definition of God. And love is also the very definition of God's people. For God is holy, and He created everything with His own power, and that's beyond what we can do. He is the hardest worker they can ever imagine. His spirit supports us and makes us alive. Our spirit has power to make things dead or alive. We have the power of death and life. Remember the apple trick I had on you? Not the trick in a bad trick, but a good trick. Remember the apple test? I said kind and hateful words to one apple, slice, and loving words to the other apple slice. The one that I loved literally lasted a month. The one I hated only lasted a week. So you gotta be loving, guys. You gotta love those who don't have love around you. And then leave them alone. And hopefully that God will love them back. Your loving words should be to your child, love will edify your life. And love the world by saying, I care for you. And pray about it first, but basically pray about it first and then say, I care about you. You don't have to be this way. If you think about only love and one that loves, everything's going to be okay. And then to those who are God's children, love them by saying, I care about you. God loves you. And yet, shall you love back? And those who are truly God's children and just say loving things like, I miss you. How was your day? And talk about all the beautiful things in life, like if they're a grandparent, not just a grandparent, but just a grandparent, and say about one of the parents that they knew are in heaven, say, don't you worry. You'll be in heaven with you'll be in heaven with your parents or your grandparents, wherever you say it, they're with me. And once you're in heaven, you know, you'll be peaceful there. For those who are suffering, and then for those who are not suffering, just say, well, aren't you a really awesome guy? Aren't you really a child of God? Keep saying wonderful things to them, and they'll love it. And if they ever need correction, say the third part. Just say, don't you ever love people back? And then correct them on sin. Like, it's not okay to sin, but it's okay to love and have the fruits of love. If they're not really God's children, and if they're in church, just say, I'll be praying for you. But you shouldn't be attacking the church like this. We are a church of love. We are a church of kind caring. Because attacks like this, you have power just by words alone. But if you wish to attack us, we're going to have to kick you out. That's what pastors should say. And if a regular person is in church, they can report this to the pastor. And just say, this person is attacking the church in some way or the other. I want you to just say, I'll be praying for you. Words of power. And I want you to be not attacking one another, and we're gonna have to. I don't want to be a part of the church anymore. Just remember, people have absolute power, but also remember, we don't have all power. That's for God alone. But once we're in heaven, we'll be like commanders. We'll be like chiefs in office. We'll be vice presidents in office, and we'll be like the queens in office. We'll be the prince and the daughters of heaven. Just remember that. Because for those who truly believe, for those who are truly God's children, they're truly beautiful. They're the most beautiful children that you can ever imagine. And they will transform like butterflies. Not like the New Age ones, but like the real living ones. For they were once worms and caterpillars. They'll turn into a beautiful being with much beautiful wings and with much wonder. Because beauty inside of you is truly how you can tell that you are God's children. Not the devil's, but the children of Jesus. Because the elect really care about people. And obviously, sometimes you don't have control over circumstances. Like you're way too tired to do certain things, and you're stuck in bed. But that's just torment. That's not your fault. But sometimes, you gotta apologize, even though it's not your fault. You know? You gotta find the time and start wondering, is this person gonna be forgiving? Because A loving person always forgives everyone. And because even though someone doesn't love, gotta love them back. Even though certain, because a certain friend said certain words, I said words saying, "Do you know that kind words will do wonderful?" And he cut me off there. It's okay. I try to say kindful, kindful things to him, loving and caring things to him. Some people too far gone. Some people are reprobate. Itchy. Some people have rejected God, and He rejected them. Just remember, God cares for people. God cares for people like we care for God, like we care for you. It is us to God infinitely, all the time, to us that love ourselves, to love others like we love ourselves. Sometimes we can't do certain things. I mean, we always we don't always make mistakes, but all of us have made mistakes. Just remember, sometimes we make mistakes, but other times we're just perfect people. Love breaks a curse. Love breaks all curses, and its loving power will do wonders, especially in the end. Because not only does love grant you Jesus, not only does it grant you His Spirit, not only does it grant you His edification and sanctification, it also grants you heaven and glorification and to forever be with God. It grants you with wonderful things. It's perfect. Love is perfect, and it will never die. The Bible is perfect and will never die. And those who are God's and His and who are absolutely with God and God alone, they will never die. Three things never die: the one that has God's Spirit, the Bible, and love. That's all. Heaven will last forever. That's God's Spirit. In a nutshell, for He is beautiful beyond measure, for He is beautiful beyond knowledge, for His place is only beauty. And like I said before, for some of you that didn't hear, do not, if space is this way, if it's sort of screen, do not go left, go right, because God is facing the opposite direction towards the PC. Always go have this, always go have space, that bowl, that very deep bowl. Go out of the water and look down like you're looking to me and go right. Always go right, because left is hell, right is heaven. God is the opposite direction of space. Because if you're looking at space, you're not looking at God. But if you're looking at the wall, you're looking at God. So if you're looking at space from the position you came out, go right. Because you'll be on God's left side. Because on my side, if you're looking at this, if you're looking at me as for space, my right side is on your left. This is left on... how do I explain this? Because you're looking at me, right? And everything is the opposite direction. So if you're looking at me, this would be the right side. Left would be the right. And right would be the left. Look at space like you're looking to compare. Go on the right. This is the direction from space. This is the direction from God. When you're looking down at space where you came out of, go to God on this side. I don't want you to perish. Alright, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.